Hi guys, today we talk about superstar Rajinikanth versus Pa Ranjith, also known as BMG. How did superstar, a humble, very spiritual person, end up combining with an atheist who's somewhat egoistical, at least from my point of view? Well, let's discuss. Well, Rajini at that point was a bit having a lack of momentum in his career. He was just coming off Linga, which was by his favorite director K.S. Ravikumar. But Rajini started realizing that his traditional directors were not giving him the kind of hits he needed. So he felt he needed to change course, come up with something fresh. And at this time, he also did have some political ambitions, and so to cover those group of people or public who are all against any kind of religion and does not believe in God. But it seems that the one interesting thing that you notice in South India is that when they say we don't believe in God, we are against God, they only talk about Hindus. When the same religious what do you call it issues come up with other religion, it seems that they become muted. All religion have challenges, all religion have good people. It's not like it's exclusive to any religion. Even Catholics in the West, there was the scandal of their priests molesting children, all right? Not only Christians, even among Muslims and among other religions, even among Hindus, there are people who are bad and there are people who are good. But it seems that atheists in the South India, they love to just attack Hindus, interestingly enough. But anyway, that's another topic. Now, regarding the director Paranjit, among atheists, there are two categories. One is the atheist who is genuinely investigating whether God exists. He might be humble and seeking knowledge. Then there's another group who's just all about ego, like I'm the best, I'm the one. Who are you to ask me? Who are you to tell me what to do? It's all about ego, and then there's a lot of hypocrite element that creeps in. When it comes to the political party they support, or when it comes to their own community abusing other people, then they suddenly become quiet, right? Then it's sort of all their heroism becomes silent. So if you monitor how they communicate, then you can really see whether these people are genuinely having a philosophical stand or they just follow their ego, right? So I leave it to you to decide Pa Ranjit belongs to which category. All right. So when he first got Kabali, if he was such a philosophical person against all these religious people or so-called higher level people, higher caste people, you name it, whatever, then he shouldn't have joined with Rajini. He should have just stood his ground. But you see, when it's convenient, they just join whoever they want to join. So in his first movie, Kabali, he did give some respect to Rajinikanth as a hero because that is he had some concern that if he didn't do well, of course, his career will be affected. And all those kind of things. So I don't think he did a good job in Kabali. I think Rajini should not have done both Kabali and Kala. But anyway, that's a big battle among the fans. Your comments you can put in the comment section whether you think he should or shouldn't have. But the reason it happened was, as I mentioned, Linga with K.S. Ravikumar did not move so much, and he needed something fresh, and also he wanted, with the political ambitions, to cover those atheist group and all those kind of things to sort of cover that ground. Well, what Pa Ranjit did was, after doing somewhat average work in Kabali, in which he arrogantly started talking about Malaysian Tamil people as if he has a genuine expertise in the subject. Okay, so that is a joke, but let's put that again aside. But he did some basic work, and Santosh Narayanan's great intro music for Kabali made people excited and got enough ticket sales to be called somewhat a hit. Now, this made Rajini double down. He thought that, oh, this guy made something, something that brought me back up, so let's give him another chance. So Rajini overlooked a lot of the weakness that was present, in fact, in Kabali itself. The way he make Rajini come up with like an ego. I will wear suit, I will wear this and that. Whereas if you look at in the past, SP Muthuraman, all the time, Rajini used to be like always, even with the villains, he'll be so humble. Sir, please, please leave us in peace and all that. And he'll only attack once people cross the limit, right? So that's what happened. And in Kala, Pa Ranjit made a lot of effort to destroy Rajini. Now at this point, maybe he felt that he's such a big director and he knows everything, and he's thinking like, oh, this Rajini is spiritual guy. He thinks he's so great. I'll show him his place. So he intentionally made Rajini look like a weak person. Only the son can fight. He ran behind the wife. He's scared of the wife. He gets abused in the police station. He just made him like run away from the fire like a weakling. So he really tried to crush Rajinikanth, but luckily many good karma that Rajini did, and for those who have faith in God, maybe the prayers and those deeds that Rajini did sort of saved him, and he managed to eventually come back up. I think God tests Rajini a lot also, and this one I talked about it in another video. However, after this event of Kala, in fact produced by Danush at that time, son-in-law of Rajini, because of the trust they had which I think Pa Ranjith pay back with interest the way he made that movie Kala. You ask the fans, they know how he did try to destroy Rajinikanth. I mean, this is our view. And we also saw it by Rajini's behavior, where he was very silent with regards to Pa Ranjith afterwards in terms of communicating with him and all that. But eventually, I think Sarpeta Parambara, if I'm not mistaken, when he did somewhat well, he sort of, Rajini sort of still decided it's fair to congratulate him. So the saga continued, very muted. And once Sarpeta Parambara and all did somewhat decently, Pa Ranjith became even more, even more feeling that he's king of the world. And that thing evolved until when Superstar went to do his prayers in the Ram temple. He decided to make a comment, because Pa Ranjith, he thinks he's greater than a veteran who has many years service in Kollywood and who knows all the VIPs in India, who has that amount of maturity. He thinks he knows more about what is right and wrong, and he talks about how Rajinikanth should not have been going to do his prayers. He's a Sangi, this and that. But it's very interesting that people in the group of Pa Ranjith, you see something very interesting. They have this bias only towards one religion. When they say religion is bad, apparently it only applies to one religion. However, we do see in the world how all religions have good people and bad people, right? Even in the Christians, there was a scandal of some priests molesting children in the West. Among Muslims, they also had similar issues and incidents, and even Hindus also face many challenges. So for him to talk about what Rajini should and shouldn't do well about his praying and whatever it is, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. His criticism of that, he should just mind his own business, all right? So that's what I think about it. And I feel that among all the directors who toiled so hard, blood, sweat, tears to make Rajini into what he was, S.P. Muthuraman and Shankar and Maniratnam and all that, what Pa Ranjith did was one of the extremely rare events in Tamil cinema where a director really works to not elevate the hero but to lead him astray. I'm specifically talking about Kala. So what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree? Please put in the comment section. I don't think we've seen the last of the antagonism, especially of Pa Ranjith towards Superstar. Although Superstar did sort of go down for him in when Sarpeta Parambarai. But I think this, Cold War might continue. As Rajini said, there's always crows that attacks eagle. So who is crow, who is eagle? It's something to reflect on. And long term, what will happen to both these people is something to wait and see. God has tested Rajini many times. I'll put another video about God testing Rajinikanth. And this time, I think Pa Ranjith seems to be going in a certain tangent. Even those who don't believe in God, if their time is good, things will look good for them. But as Rajini said, ஆண்டவன் சோதிப்பான் ஆனால் கைவிட்டுற மாட்டான், கெட்டவங்களுக்கு ஆண்டவன் நிறைய கொடுப்பான் ஆனால் கைவிட்டுருவான். So this Tamil word that Rajini said, let's see what happens with it. Okay guys, thank you. It is an interesting thing. These are all just my personal opinion. These are public figures, Pa Ranjith as a director and Rajinikanth as a hero. So these are just my thoughts on the matter. And so do share your comments and let's see what happens in the future as superstars keep rolling forward.